What's going on, guys? All right, so we're going to recap my NFL predictions from round two, which was the divisional round, and look toward the conference championship games that are coming up on Sunday. But before we get that underway, um, if you live in the Washington area, Washington State, pretty much, please be safe. We're going through a heck of a storm right now statewide, and it's crazy. I drove to work for the first time in 2 days today, and that was an adventure. So please be safe. Um, and if you have an opportunity, uh, don't go anywhere. Just stick around and stick around your apartment. Anyway, so that's out of the way. Let's recap my picks. I'm not doing too well, and with the last round, I am guaranteed to finish under 500. I am now at 2-6. I got one game right based on the predictions of was going with teams who I would like to see succeed in the playoffs, not necessarily who I think would go to the playoffs. We are going to change it up a little bit because there is only one team I would like to see go all the way at this point. The one I got right was the Baltimore Ravens over the Houston Texans. I got that one right, and that is the second game that I predicted correctly. Other than that, it was another 1-3 week for me. I did not get the Packers over the Giants. That did not happen. Nor did I get the Saints over the Niners. That did not happen either. And Tim Tebow, unfortunately, ran out of magic against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. So, them's the breaks. So, the best I can do at this point is 5-6. And that's all right. That's why, I've enjoyed talking with everybody, who's commented. Again, Jude Steves, 87. Sorry your Saints didn't win. That was a bummer. But anyway, let's look toward the conference games. Let's go with the one team that I want to go all the way at this point, and that is they are the Baltimore Ravens. I would like to see them beat the New England Patriots again. It would be awesome if another team from the Boston/New England area did not go all the way or go to the championship game. I think that's the last thing this country needs again. Obviously, it'd be good for the NFL, be good for the franchise, but Tom Brady's already got 3 rings, and they've would have a recent, their most recent appearance in the Super Bowl was the Super Bowl in '08 when they lost to the Giants. Although it could be interesting if the Giants and Patriots did meet in the Super Bowl because of that reason. But I'm going with the Ravens. Again, like their team, like the way their defense is set up, but I'm very concerned. And if I was a Baltimore Ravens fan, I would be extremely concerned going into this weekend for a couple reasons. First off, Ed Reed called out Joe Flacco, and so obviously that's going to be a distraction no matter how you look at it. And number two, and this is the big thing. Number two, the Baltimore Ravens went 4-4 on the road. This game is in Foxborough, so that does not help the Ravens. Now you might say, "Oh, wait a minute, they play in a tough division and whatnot." They lost to some pretty weak opponents on the road. I know the Titans and the Chargers are debatable, but they lost to the Jaguars. The Jaguars were very good this year, and they also lost to my Seahawks. The Seahawks obviously were not very good this year. So this team does struggle on the road, which is why I'm really really nervous. With the fact that the trip to the Super Bowl is on the line, I'm nervous for the Ravens, but hopefully they can pull it out. They were my first AFC team that I would like to see go to the Super Bowl. The other one was the Denver Broncos because of the Tim Tebow story, and that unfortunately has ended. Moving on to the NFC Championship game. This one I'm going to change it a little bit. I am going to go with who I think is going to win. There is, because as I said before, being a Seahawks fan, not a big fan of the 49ers. I've said many times before that I'm not a Giants fan, and I've listed off reasons for that as well. There is one good thing if the Giants go to the Super Bowl, and that is my boy. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correctly, my boy Rocky Bernard will go and get another opportunity to win the Super Bowl. He had an opportunity to do it with the Seahawks during our '05 year, and came up short. It would be nice to see him get a ring. But outside of that, there really is not that much to cheer for me in this game. There are a lot of there's some San Francisco fans on here, And a lot of them are saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have doubted the Niners." Well, you're dang right. I mean, they've quietly won, and they are quietly hosting this championship game. I mean, they can thank the Giants for that. But yeah, they definitely show that they can hang in the postseason, and they keep the NFC West winning streak alive. It's been many years since an NFC West opponent has been one and done in the playoffs. In fact, now that I think about it, the last time that happened, it was the Seahawks. But anyway, that being said, they actually lost to the St. Louis Rams that year. But anyway, that being said, so I know the Niners have a lot going for them in this game. They're going to be hosting the championship. The fan base has been waiting for this for a really long time. First winning season in a really long time. 9 years since this team has been in the playoffs. They got a playoff victory. They're hosting the biggest game in their conference. But I'm going to go with the Giants on this one. I'm not expecting the 49ers to roll over and die, but I just think the Giants are clicking at the right time. And that's all that matters. I mean, this team was a game away from not making the playoffs. They got off to a really slow start, kind of hit a bump in the road, and now they're growing, and they are streaking themselves into the playoffs. I can understand why people picked them over Atlanta, but nobody saw them beating the Packers, in my opinion. Very few people saw them beating the Packers. And, if they can take care of, Green Bay, I can easily see them winning. I could see them winning, not easily, but I could see them winning in San Francisco. And not only that, there's a good core group of guys who were with the Giants during their Super Bowl run in '08. Eli Manning being one of them. As much as I don't like him, but got to give him credit to where it's due. But I'm not expecting the 49ers to come out and play dead. I'm expecting a good quality football game. For both sides. For both the Giants and the Niners, and the same thing can be said for the Patriots and the Ravens. Although, as I said before, I think the Patriots are slightly favored due to Baltimore's road record and with the kind of hiccup with the team chemistry right now with Ed Reed. But that's who I have. Your Super Bowl will be a rematch. I forgot what year it was, but my Super Bowl that I'm predicting at this point would be the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. Although with the way I've been picking, it could be the exact opposite. So that's who I have going into the conference week. If you want to give me your thoughts in terms of who you think is going to go to the Super Bowl, go ahead and comment below, and we'll talk to y'all next week, and we'll look toward the Super Bowl. Thanks for watching.